You know, in the decades that I've been covering politics and studying politics, I have seen some politicians run some really horrible campaigns. Campaigns that were just completely mismanaged. I've seen politicians go out there and make promises to actually hurt voters. I mean, we have seen politicians run on the platform of raising taxes on the working class, and that didn't go well for them. We're seeing Republican candidates today running on the platform of cutting Social Security and Medicare benefits for retirees. That's not a smart one. But as dumb as those campaigns were, up to this point, I could honestly say that I've never seen a politician tell people not to vote for them, right? I mean, that kind of seems like the exact opposite of what a political campaign is all about. You simply don't go out there and tell people, don't vote for me. Yet in New Hampshire this week, Donald Trump literally told a crowd of supporters to not vote for him. Don't believe me? Here's a clip. Take a look.
So we have to be careful. You got to get out there and you got to watch those voters. You don't have to vote. Don't worry about voting. The voting, we got plenty of votes. You got to watch.
We got enough votes, folks. Look, I appreciate the help, but just don't worry about it. I mean, a ballot, who wants to fill that thing out? I mean, that just takes forever. So don't vote for me. Trump 2024. A hell of a campaign slogan. You know, I mean, it's definitely a pitch we've never seen before. That's new, right? Like, Trump 2024. Don't even bother voting for me. But he did it. He literally just did it. You saw that. He said, we got enough votes. I don't need your vote. Instead, y'all just go to the polls and, you keep your eyes open so that nobody's committing fraud. Now, the real irony here is that the majority of the people who have been arrested for voter fraud since the 2020 election, most of them have actually been Trump supporters. So if the Trump supporters are like, oh, okay, cool, I don't have to vote, I just have to look for fraud, they're not going to find fraud because they were the ones most likely to commit the fraud. So by them not voting, Donald Trump is actually doing the country a service and cutting down on voter fraud. Hell, he's doing a favor to his supporters, possibly keeping some of them out of jail by telling them, don't vote for me, which means they won't be committing voter fraud. So, I mean, really, when you think about it, as dumb as it is as a campaign message, it's really a public service announcement from Donald Trump at this point, right? Like, hey, I don't want y'all getting in trouble. I've seen how much fraud you guys do. So don't vote. Just, go to the polls. And if you see fraud, you see something, say something, right? First of all, this could also be considered voter intimidation if these people take his advice. So that's illegal. So by trying to get them to not commit one crime, voter fraud, you could then be actually kind of encouraging the way they interpret it in their brains to commit voter intimidation. So that would be a crime. So I don't know how to spin this, folks. I don't know. This is just the dumbest thing I have ever seen from a politician. Don't vote for Trump. That's not me telling you that. That is the message that Donald Trump is sending his supporters. So if you MAGA cultists out there believe what Trump says and you do what he tells you to do, then take his advice and make sure you don't vote for him in 2024. Don't disappoint him. He told you he doesn't want your vote. So you better not give it to him. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.